Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Top 10. 13 Degrees North is celebrating 10 years of being in the business, and we are here doing this show just for you to look at the most memorable jobs we have had, the top 10 most memorable jobs we've had in our 10 years of existence. Now, in today's episode, Kerry, we are looking at which job?
We are looking at IDB. IDB stands for Inter-American Development Bank. Yes. And we were tasked and we were asked to produce the video for their country strategy. So when they came to us, and we got to big up somebody as usual, shout out to Yahira, who was at IDB at the time, and she reached out to us and told us that they wanted a country strategy video that was unlike all the others. They didn't want somebody just standing there or sitting there going, well, this year, this was the strategy.
Exactly. This quarter, we made X amount, and in the next quarter, we are looking to...
And this is how we expanded and helped the countries.
Yeah. We were not a part of that.
Which is great.
Creativity needs to be taken to a higher degree.
Yeah.
And so, we were contacted and we loved it. We were given the opportunity to be creative and to tell a story unlike any other. And I believe it's still in the, I'm not sure you can find it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
It is there. And you could check that out. Actually, that job actually made other production companies in Barbados contact us. I don't know if you know this.
No.
Contact us to find out what we shot with, how we did what we did, and other questions were asked. You weren't asked.
How did I know? How did I not know?
Yeah. But that video actually has been inspirational for other production companies in Barbados, and I am very moved by that. It was a great concept.
Well, thank you. Which is actually my most memorable thing. Conceptualization of it. Because, like you said, we take creativity to
a higher degree.
Exactly. And we are the best people to call if you don't want a boring video. And because that's not the language you speak. So they came, they said, come up with a concept. And I was like, I feel it would be cool if we created stories surrounding like people that would have benefited by this, for their country strategy. So to explain a little further, like when the IDB is talking about country strategy, they're talking about, places where they might have given money to, and like investing money like different countries and what that country did, how that country used the money, whether it was in healthcare, whether it was in education, whether it was in fishing, energy, that's our stuff.
Sustainable development.
Exactly. So with all the projects that they had going on for the Barbados country strategy, or for Barbados, I should say, essentially I pulled probably like 3 of them. I did pull 3 of them.
Yeah, 3. And
I created characters, and I put these characters within what the project was, essentially. And I built stories from there. So what they ended up getting was, they actually ended up getting
a full country strategy video.
And then we broke it down
into three
stories of each person and each theme, and the projects within that particular theme, essentially. And the way we were able to do that too, like I think what I did was there's 2 characters were project based, and then 1 character was IDB personnel, IDB personnel, but in the future. So this is where the plot thickens, right? I came up with the idea that we were in the future, so we had to get futuristic graphics and what's not for when we are actually watching this person interacting with their people in the future. So I said, hey, I want a holographic screen and computers. I want things to appear. And I just put it in the script, and I gave it to Kurt. And our intern at the time, well, no, he was our intern anymore. He was working with us, Ajani. Shout out to Ajani. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but do it because that's the story.
And it was done. Shout out to Stuart Hall as well.
Shout out to Stuart Hall.
Shout out to Stuart Hall. Yeah. Stuart has been with us from ball one, day one, roll one.
Yeah.
And Stuart was our DP on that project too as well, and built built some of the graphics too.
Yeah, because it was like him and Ajani like together built the graphics. Sorry, but another memorable thing I had was the storyboards that Ajani created. Because for certain jobs, most jobs we want to be able to do storyboards. We know not every job, sometimes it happens quickly and it's not always able to do it. But for this particular job, it was very important because I needed IDB, the client, to actually like really see and visualize what it was that we were getting at, what we were wanting to do. So I think like he did a really good job. He's a really good storyboardist. I don't know, he might not want me to say that, but he did a good job. Don't do a good job if you don't want me to say it. So he's a really good storyboardist, and I think it really helped sell, the concept to them when it was presented, because then they really got it.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think I have a post somewhere on IG where like I posted like the storyboard, and it's a carousel post, and I put the storyboard and I put shop. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
But IDB on the whole, that job was pretty cool. Looking at young Kai versus old Kai, looking at Olympia, and then looking at Joy, young Joy to older Joy. That definitely was a very good shoot. And big ups to David Lewis actually for the drone work done on the IDB building and on the drone work in that in that video. David Lewis.
Yeah, he did. He did a lot of drone work for that. Yeah. He did a very good job. And also, sorry, because you mentioned Olympia, Kai, and Joy, the characters. So then I was like, I want to mention the actors. So
Renee.
Big up Renee, who was older Joy. Big up Hallie, who was young Joy. Who else?
Raiden.
Big up Raiden, who was young Kai.
Raiden Hall.
Stuart's son. Big up Andre Miller, who was older Kai. And when you go and watch it, you see why Andre was older Kai, right? Yeah. It will make so much sense to you. And then for Olympia, there was no older Olympia. Olympia was a futuristic IDB employee. Yeah. So big up Kathy Allman. Yeah, for that one.
And once again, we thank you for believing in us and for allowing us to bring you into a crazy concept and making it work. Big up Bruce Batson. Bruce actually.
This is everywhere.
Bruce was actually an actor in that one.
Bruce did act in it. Bruce acted in it. He wasn't supposed to, but this happens in production. If you're in production, like go and sit down there and pretend because we don't got somebody. I see it everywhere, and I could tell. Like I feel like I could tell now when is a crew member in the background.
Puts a crew member in the background.
I'd be like.
You really at that cafe eating no food. You just did.
Yeah, you're not.
Are you a really guy that was supposed to be walking up the street?
Yeah, you're not a background artist.
You are paid that they say, walk up there for me.
Yeah.
Our production manager or somebody. You know what I mean?
So that's exactly how Bruce got into it. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, we just needed a stand in.
But he did a good job.
Yeah, he did. He did.
He did a good job, and he was not cut out. I only say this because I love Ollie, because the time I was in the show, right? I was supposed to be. I was on, and it was a really good shoot actually.
Right.
And they needed a stand-in. Well, it wasn't a stand-in. They needed somebody to pretend to be a waitress that came, and she drops the beer, she slays the beer. And that was me. And then when I watched it, I wasn't in it.
Well, it was just the beer.
Yeah.
Sure.
I wasn't that good. I guess it was that good, but that's fine. But Bruce was a cutout. He's in there, so go and watch it. If not just for Bruce.
Correct. But yeah, IDB country strategy. Yep, that was another good job under our belt. Good job.
Good job. Good job, team.
All right, so we will see you in the next episode of Top 10.
Top 10.
10 as we continue to celebrate our 10th anniversary here at 13 Degrees North Productions. See ya.